Siya ang isang oras, ang Power and Play 2 oras na. Alamin ang mga maiinit na balita sa mundo ng palakasan. Power and Play, kasama niyo ako, Noli Iyala, tuwing Sabado mula alas 8 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga sa Radyo 5, 92.3 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
25,000 watts ng totoong tunog ng FM radio.
Totoong pinalakas, totoong pinagtibay ng mga batikang mamamahayag sa paghahatid ng news,
Public service,
entertainment,
music,
information at inspiration para sa bawat kapatid, bawat Pilipino. Ito ang 92.3 Radyo 5 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mainit at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa sports, kumpleto yan dito sa Power and Play. Mula sa mga paborito at naglalakihang atleta hanggang sa mga natatanging Pinoy sports figures na dapat niyong makilala. Ihahatid yan dito sa Power and Play.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa sa kapwa ko Pilipino. Pilipino, yan ang Pinoy.
Bagong hamon, bagong simula. Pag-usapan po natin yan ngayong umaga. E di paano? Bango na! Power and Play na! Power and Play with Noli Iyala. Isa pong magandang umaga sa inyo lahat mga kapatid. Nagmumula po sa TV5 Media Center dito sa 1PH Studios. Ito po ang Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, it's fun to drive. Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. True religion, where passion meets power. And of course, we are powered by Smart. Live more today. Nako kamusta po kayong lahat? Sana po kayo nakapag-almusal na ha. Yung mga, ano ba ang almusal nyo ngayon mga kapatid ha? Dahil ngayong umaga po marami tayong ipapa-almusal sa inyo sa dami ng mga nangyayari muli sa mundo ng palakasan ha. Tapos na po ang FIBA World Cup dito sa ating bansa. Kaya back to regular programming na uli ang Philippine sports. At muli nang nagbubukas ang mga liga, magbubukas at of course ang mga iba't ibang mga torneo sa palakasan. Of course, ang ating inaabangan na rin ay ang pagsisimula ng 19th Asian Games sa Hangzhou, China, kung saan ang ating delegasyon, ang Philippine team, ay simula na pong lumipad patungo sa China. Nanguna na yata ang Philippine football team, yung women's football team natin, na kagagaling lamang ito sa World Cup ng football para sa kababaihan. Kaya malaki po ang ating pag-asang maganda ang ipapakita ng ating koponan dyan sa Asian Games. Sumunod na rin po ang mga rowers natin na pinangungunahan ng ating Olympian si Chris Nevares. At mukhang tuloy-tuloy na ang pagpapadala pati ang beach volleyball team, ang ating mga boksingero, and of course ang ating mga inaasahang atleta sa gymnastics at sa track and field. Pero syempre, ang pinag-uusapan ng marami ay ang basketball team ng Pilipinas patungo sa Asian Games. Ang Gilas Pilipinas po ay puspusan na ang paghahanda at ang pagkakaalam natin ay sila po ay papasok na ngayon sa kanilang mini training camp na gaganapin po dyan sa Inspire Academy sa Calamba. Yan po ay magiging 5 araw ata kung saan talagang kumbaga magkukulong muna ang ating kupunan para sila po ay makapaghanda sa Asian Games. Of course, marami pa pong aabangan mga kapatid. Bukas po ay formal na ika nga magsisimula ang PBA season dahil gaganapin na po ang PBA Rookie Draft. Record number ang sumali po sa Rookie Draft this year. At kaya po mamaya po ay ating hihimayin ang mga players o mga applicants na gusto pong tuparin ang kanilang pangarap na maging isang professional player ng PBA. Ating po makakapanayam mamaya ang mga basketball analysts na sila Willie Wilson at si Juanito Gregorio para po himayin ang PBA Rookie Draft. Mamaya din po, of course, ating pag-uusapan ang malapit na ang napipintong pagsisimula naman ng mga collegiate leagues. Particular ang UAAP na magbubukas po sa September 30. Ito po ang 86th season ng UAAP at alam naman natin na maraming nag-aabang dyan, lalong-lalo na ang mga kasapi o mga nag-aaral sa 8 school teams na kasapi po ng UAAP. At mamaya po ang ating makakapanayam live ay walang iba kundi ang head coach ng NU Bulldogs, si Coach Jeff Napa, na isa sa mga kupunan na sinasabi ng mga basketball analysts ay maaaring maging dark horse ngayong season 86. Mamaya po yan si Coach Jeff Napa. And next week mga kapatid, isa na namang malaking torneo na under FIBA ang gaganapin po doon sa Katimugan, doon po sa SM Seaside, Cebu. Ang 2023 Chooks to Go FIBA 3x3 World Tour Cebu Masters Leg, kung saan 12 koponan po ang maglalaban-laban, including the top seed na team mula sa Serbia. Naku magagaling po itong mga koponan na to. At atin pong kakamustahin ang mismong Manila Chooks team na lalaban po dyan sa Cebu Masters. Ang ating pong koponan na ikangay tatangkaing makakuha ng malaking panalo po dito mismo sa ating home court. Abangan nyo po yan sa ating second hour. Alright mga kapatid, marami tayong pag-uusapan ngayong umagang ito, kaya tutok lamang. Lalong-lalo na ang ating mga kasama dyan sa Radyo 5, 92.3 True FM, and of course sa 1PH on Signal TV at sa lahat po ng nanonood sa Facebook Live. Simulan na natin, of course, sa inyong paboritong sports weekly highlights.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Comeback is real. Nagbabalik sa Gilas Pilipinas ang dalawa sa fan favorites na sina Calvin Abueva at Terence Romeo. Kasama sa Final 12 ng national team ang dalawang veterans para sa 19th Asian Games. Sa September 26 na bubuksan ng Gilas ang kanilang kampanya sa Group C kalaban ang Bahrain, Thailand at Jordan. Kaya po ating suportahan and of course ang ating sigaw, Laban Pilipinas! Kung may bumalik, meron namang umalis. Lumipat na sa Japan si longtime Creamline Cool Smasher setter Gia De Guzman. Official na ang transfer ng 8-time PVL best setter sa koponan ng Denso Airibis. Inaasahan na ang collision ng team ni Gia at ni Jaja Santiago na naglalaro naman para sa JT Marvelous. Sa Olympic news naman, mismong si pambansang kamao Manny Pacquiao ang nagkumpirmang gusto niyang maglaro sa Paris Olympics. Wow, pangarap pala niya to. Naghihintay na daw ng desisyon si Pacman kung mabibigyan siya ng go signal para rito. Inaalam pa kasi ng organizers or ang ating ABAP at ng POC kung pwede pa siyang sumabak sa qualifiers. Malungkot na balita naman po sa NBA. Arestado at kinasuhan ng felony assault at strangulation si Kevin Porter Jr. ng Houston Rockets para yan sa pananakit at pananakal niya sa kanyang girlfriend at dating WNBA player na si Kisray Gondrezick. Nagka-fracture umano ang biktima sa leeg at nagkasugat sa itaas ng kanang mata dahil sa pananakit ni KPJ. Wala pang pahayag ang NBA sa issue pero may bali-balita namang gustong i-trade ng Houston Rockets si Porter. At sa PBA, bukas na po gaganapin ang PBA draft para season 48. All-time high ang number ng aspirants na umabot sa 128. Wow, ang dami nito. Record po ito ha. Kasama dyan ang ilang kilalang local at foreign talents, kabilang sina Richie Rivero, Shawnee Winston, Zave Lucero, Brandon Bates, Stephen Holt, Ken Mark Carino at marami pang iba. Abangan niyo po yan bukas. Siyempre, dito lamang sa Signal TV. At yan po ang buod ng ating mga balita sa Sports Weekly Highlights. Nako marami pong dadalo dyan sa market bukas para sa PBA draft at 128 at mamaya po pag-uusapan natin yan. Pero of course ang ating ang bali-balita po ngayon, of course, ang kagaya na nabanggit natin kanina, ang ating kuponan, ang ating Gilas Pilipinas patunga sa Asian Games. Nakita nyo naman si Calvin Abueva at si Terence Romeo ay nasa lineup. Kasama na rin ang mga World Cup veterans na sila Junmar Fajardo, Japet Aguilar, Scotty Thompson, Jamie Malonzo at R.R. Pogoy. Dinagdag pa dyan sila Calvin Oftana, of course, si Chris Newsome sa lineup na yan. And of course, yung ating dalawang naturalized players na si Justin Brownlee at si Ange Kwame. Maraming nagsasabi, and of course, kasama na rin po ako, na again, ito na naman ay kulang sa practice time, kulang sa pagbuo, kulang sa foresight. Sabihin na po natin ng derechahan, nagkulang po dyan ng SPP. Hindi po natin alam kung bakit. Marami nagsasabi na dahil masyado naging busy sa World Cup. Pero of course, ang Asian Games po ay matagal nang na-schedule yan. Kaya kahit papano, dapat po nagkaroon ng foresight, ng pag-iisip na ito po ay paghandaan. Of course, tumulong na po ang grupo ng San Miguel Corporation dito. Kaya po ang head coach natin ngayon ay si Coach Tim Cone. Pero ito kaya ay sapat. Ito kaya ay magbubunga ng isang podium finish. Kaya ito po ang ating pupulsuhan ngayong araw pong ito. Sa Pulso ng Bayan, hatid sa inyo ng M2 Tea Drinks with malunggay, okra, and luya. Fuel up your energy with M2 Tea Drinks. Ito po ang ating Pulso ng Bayan, mga kapatid. Ang tanong po natin, simpleng-simple lamang, anong masasabi nyo sa lineup ng Gilas Pilipinas para sa Asian Games? Ulitin ko po yan. Anong masasabi nyo sa magiging o sa napipintong pong lineup ng Gilas Pilipinas para sa 19th Asian Games? Kung gusto nyo pong manalo ng M2 Tea Drinks, magpadala lamang ninyong mga kuro-kuro ng inyong komentaryo sa aming Facebook page ng Power and Play and of course sa aking Twitter account po @Noli Iyala. Mamaya ay ating babasahin ang inyong mga opinion at tayo po'y pipili ng mananalo ng M2 Tea Drinks. Alright mga kapatid, patuloy po tayo mamimigay muna ng mga premyo dito as usual. Bago natin ipasok ang ating mga bisita. Of course, patuloy po ang pamimigay ng Joyride Super App ng kanila pong serbisyo sa pamamagitan ng kanilang Top Up promo. Simple lamang po para manalo ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credits. I-download lamang ang latest version mga kapatid ng Joyride Super App. Kuhanan ng screenshot ng app's home screen, ipadala ang screenshot sa Power and Play Facebook page via PM. Kasama po ang inyong buong pangalan at ang registered mobile number at kami po ay pipili ng 5 mananalo ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credits para po sa sa Joyride Delivery, sa MC Taxi ng Joyride, sa Joyride 4-wheel vehicle, yung TNVS po natin, Joyride Car, at ang Joyride nagtataxi ka ba? Pwede na po kayong mag-book ng taxi sa pamamagitan ng Joyride Super App. Yan po ay magagamit nyo yung 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits. Hindi pa po nagtatapos dyan. Ang pamimigay ng premyo ng Joyride, namimigay din po tayo ng limited edition Aqua Flask dito sa ating pong programa mula sa Joyride. Again, simple lamang. Pagkatapos nyo pong ma-download ang Super App, kayo po ay mag-book ng isang serbisyo ng Joyride, yung Joyride Car o Joyride MC Taxi. Kuhunan ng creative shot ang inyo pong rider o driver kasama po ninyo at ipadala nyo po sa Facebook page ng Power and Play kasama ng hashtag of the day. At kami po'y pipili ng isang mananalo ng limited edition Joyride Aqua Flask. Napakaganda po nito. 2 liters, napakagaang pero yung lamig po ng tubig ay mapapanatili. Ito po ang ating hashtag of the week. Ito po ang ating hashtag na isasama ninyo. Hashtag Kasundo Joyride. Hashtag of the week ulit natin. Hashtag Kasundo Joyride. Isama nyo po yan doon sa litratong ipapadala ninyo sa amin para manalo ng limited edition Joyride Aqua Flask. Alright, that'll do it for Joyride. And tayo po ngayon mga kapatid, handa na sa ating mga bisita. Naku, napakarami po nating kakausapin ngayong umaga. Pero syempre, issue muna ang ating hihimayin sa Fast Take.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
At ang Fast Take, ahatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo, it's fun to drive. At ngayong umaga pong ito, naku, mga veterano and of course mga suki natin dito sa Fast Take. Mga girl power. Ayan, para naman sigurado tayong magandang usapan. Kasama po natin ngayong umaga, walang iba kundi ang Assistant Managing Editor ng Spin.ph, si Kate Reyes, at ang contributing writer ng Spin.ph at Philstar.com, si Luisa Morales. Good morning, Kate and Luisa. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Luisa. Nagbabalik.
Oo, nagbabalik na lang. Jurgen, pakitaas mo nga ng konti yung volume nila at hindi ko marinig masyado ang magandang boses ni Kate at saka ni Luisa. Unang-una, bago ako magsimula, belated happy birthday, Luisa, sa iyong mami, kay Mrs. Chona Morales. Belated happy birthday. Kailan ba naging birthday, Luisa, ni
Nung
mami?
Thursday po. Thursday.
Aba. Samba ang
Happy
kainan at ang
birthday.
handaan. Bakit hindi mo kami inimbita ni Kate?
Sige po ako this weekend.
Yan ang maganda. Alright, bago ako magsimula sa ating mga issues na ngayong umaga, at marami naman tayong mga bagong mga katanungan. I just wanna ask you, unang-una, nakita na natin na malapit na magsimula ang Asian Games. And you know, one of the players that will be playing there, and I know you've been following her as well, Kate, is si Alex Ayala. She will be playing her first Asian Games at siya po ay kasama sa mixed doubles at sa singles, women's singles. Kate, what do you think? Ano ang nakikita mo na magiging value ni Alex sa Philippine team as well as magiging kahalagahan itong paglalaro niya sa Asian Games?
We love to see it. Grabe. Kasi nung SEA Games, diba, in-skip niya yung SEA Games. So, yung mga tao, mga Filipino tennis fans, excited yan na bumalik si Alex to represent the Philippines. And isa pa doon is all year round siyang active, all year round siyang competing. Kung saan-saan pa yan kung saan-saang sulok ng mundo yan. So, excited tayo makita kung paano niya ipapakita yung experience na nakalap niya doon mula sa paglalakbay niya kung saan-saan para i-represent yung bansa for Asian Games. I think Luisa can say the same.
Oo nga, Luisa, I'm sure you've also seen her play. She just came off fresh from her tournaments in Japan and of course mabigat din naman ang laban, but sa tingin mo ba may tsansa itong ating tennis phenom?
I think po the couple of weeks for Alex or couple of months po that she's really been doing great. recently sa Japan, yung 100,000 niya, no, naka-reach siya ng main draw. So I feel like really yung experience po talagang paakyat na ng paakyat. And last SEA Games nung sa Vietnam, she had 2 medals. So hopefully this time around, kahit anong kulay pa man yan, no, sana ay makadagdag po yan sa experience niya and as a professional and as a national athlete. Very excited.
I'm excited as well, and of course marami sa ating mga kababayan. Before I go to the fast take issues, another news na talagang kumbaga tumama sa atin, and this is again in relation to the FIBA World Cup, ay yung desisyon ng mga NBA stars na baka pumunta sa Paris Olympics. Unang-una, I'm sure kayong dalawa baka mapunta kayo doon sa Paris Olympics to cover the games. And you will see these stars going there. How, unang-una, do you think it's realistic that they will play sila LeBron, KD, Steph, Jason Tatum, and Anthony Davis, and many more? Luisa, I'll begin with you.
Sa tingin ko po, it's gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of factors po dito. It's also knowing kung ano yung sasabihin po ng mga respective teams nila, no? And siguro how the NBA season will unfold. Kamusta po yung health nila, yung injuries. There's gonna be a lot of factors. But definitely maganda pong senyales that there is a lot of interest in them ngayon, na parang medyo determined sila, no? And I feel like they should be, no? It's been 9 years since they've won the World Cup. So, I think they've got something to prove po.
And in that relation, Kate, alam natin na napakalakas na ngayon ng world basketball, no? All over the world. We saw what happened in the World Cup. Is this a guarantee for the Americans na mananalo sila ng ginto, Kate?
Kung sabi nga nila, grabe, nung nakikita ko tong news na to binubuo sa Twitter, sabi ng mga fans, Redeem Team 2.0 daw. So ayan na nga, inabangan yun. Grabe, kahit yung mga materials na binuo lang ng mga fans, yung mga hindi naman from official organizations, nakaka-excite ng panoorin. Nandun lahat ng stars. And ang ganda nung nababasa ko na si LeBron pa daw mismo yung nagtatap sa players.
Right.
Para i-enganyo sila na magkaroon ng interest for World Cup. So I think it's a nice showing. It's gonna be more exciting and it's gonna be a different Team USA, and inaabangan natin yan kasi parang wala silang interest dati kung sino-sinong nagbe-beg out bago mag-World Cup Tapos ngayon bumalik yung interest and nakaka-excite. Yun, nakaka-excite.
Absolutely.
Tingin ko kaya nila yan, Kom.
Basta pag pumunta kayo doon, bigyan niyo ako ng picture, post kayo para kasama man lang ni Devin Booker. All right, let's go to our fast take issues of the morning. Ito, medyo iba naman ang ating mga katanungan ngayong umagang ito. Again, bato-bato sa langit, tamaan, wag magagalit. And of course, walang tama, walang mali. Ang inyong opinion ang mahalaga. 1 minute per issue. And we are ready for the first one. Pinag-uusapan natin ang World Cup na katatapos lamang kung saan nagkampiyon ang Germany. Pero merong isang atleta na sinasabing, alam nyo, yung pagyayabang ng Amerikano ay hindi dapat yan, hindi tama yan. At ito yung sinabi mismo ni Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sabi niya na I wanted to back him up. Ito po si Noah Lyles na nagsabing hindi dapat tawagin na world champion ang nagkakampyon sa NBA. He received so much backlash for saying the obvious. I don't think in any other sport you're called the world champions. In soccer, which is way bigger than the NBA and more popular than the NBA, the UEFA Champions League champions don't say they're world champions. So ang tanong, sang-ayon ba kayo sa sinabi ni Giannis Antetokounmpo na hindi tamang tawagin na world champion ang kampyon ng NBA? Kate, I'll begin with you. 1 minute, go! Kate?
So, Kom, this is another statement from Giannis after yung statement niya about failure. Ito naman, mukhang mahilig talaga si Giannis magkaroon ng different opinion. Pero para sa akin, sa context ng sinabi niya, ang tamang term ay World Champions of Basketball. Kasi NBA is a top basketball league in the world. And hindi lang naman Americans ang naglalaro dyan. Arguably, it is the goal of any basketball player na makapasok sa NBA. Tulad rin nating mga Pilipino, di ba? Pero tulad ni Giannis, Greeks, si Jokic, Serbian. So wherever you're from, if you want to compete in the highest level of play, you go to the NBA. So again, world champions of basketball siya for me. Kulang yung world champions lang. So dagdagan natin para ma-specify.
That's a good way to put it. Very good way to put it in context. Luisa, same question. Sang-ayon ka ba sa sinabi ni Giannis na hindi tamang tawagin na world champion ang Denver Nuggets na kampiyon ng NBA? 1 minute, Luisa, go!
In my opinion, it's an issue of semantics, no. It's language po, no. So I don't think it's that big of a problem din naman. I mean, it's like kung paano lang natin naman siya tawagin. It's not really sinasabi natin they're the best in the world, di ba? But I think po na meron din naman nga pong point si Giannis and si Noah rin. It's varying perspectives. Among different sports nga din po, like yung sinabi ni Giannis kanina, that in no other sport naman nga po natin tinatawag na world champions ang nananalo sa mga best commercial leagues, should we say, no? But the NBA naman po is talaga yung pinakamataas pa rin na liga sa mundo as told nga by Kate kanina. Hindi nga man po represented by the whole world yung teams, but at the same time, the best of the best naman po sa buong mundo ay yung naglalaro doon. So, siguro kung I don't know, maybe it's something that can be discussed by NBA leadership kung gusto ba nga ba nilang tawagin yung sarili nila. But I think it's up for debate. It's not something that we should really change or anything. It's discussion lang po.
In other words, it's hindi dapat mawalan tayo ng tulog tungkol dyan. And again, let's put it, bluntly. The FIBA is the world governing body. So when they have a World Cup and a World Tournament, they're naturally called the World Championship. Pero minsan hindi na kailangan sabihin kung sino ang pinakamagaling sa mundo. Nakikita na yan sa mismong laro, nakikita na yan sa galing. Hindi mo kailangan ng tawagin na si Kate at si Luisa ay dalawa sa pinakamagaling na sumulat dito sa ating bansa sa sports writing. Kaya hindi kailangan tawagin kung ano man yan. But at the end of the day, kung sino ang magaling, yun lang naman ang importante. At I'm sure ang NBA ay walang pakialam kung anong itawag yung sa kanilang kampiyon. Basta sila, they are a very successful organization. Alright, let's go to our second issue of the morning. Naku, ito na naman. Ito ay nakagulat sang marami dun sa naging pag-amin mismo ni Chairman at President ng San Miguel Corporation na si Mr. Ramon S. Ang dun sa interview niya kay Katunying Anthony Taberna, no? Na kung saan sinabi niya na 1 bilyong piso ang ginagastos ng San Miguel Corporation sa kanilang 3 koponan sa PBA. So, ang tanong sa pag-amin ng SMC sa laki ng gastos nila sa kanilang 3 PBA teams, dapat na bang i-review ng PBA ang salary cap? I'll begin with you, Luisa. 1 minute, go!
In a short answer ko, yes po, no? Kasi alam naman natin how funds really affect how competitive a team is. So, nagka-cause siya ng disparity, I would say, if maraming resources ang isang team and the other one is hindi. Kumbaga, of course, for fans, for us journalists, and for you, Com, as a former commissioner, no? Ang lagi naman po nating hino-hope sa laro sa PBA is that yung mga laro po na napapanood natin, yung mga tapatan, is magaganda, competitive, no? And darating din po kasi yung time, I think, na maybe magsasawa yung mga tao if there is just a couple of teams na yun yung laging mananalo, no? So I think it's worth giving a look in order to, I guess, have more parity, i-distribute din more yung resources. Kasi I think at the end of the day, it's all about raising Philippine basketball to the level that we want it to be. And having equal opportunities for the same teams is what will build for that.
Parity. Then yun ang magandang binanggit ni Luisa dyan, and that's an important element ng PBA. Kate, same issue sa pag-amin mismo ni Boss RSA sa laki ng gastos nila sa kanilang 3 PBA teams. Dapat bang i-review ng PBA ang salary cap? 1 minute, Kate, go!
Same, Com. Yes. more on reality check to, no, Com?
Yes.
This just tells us na may salary cap pan, existing salary cap, hindi, marami sa mga players or teams, hindi transparent sa salaries nila. And with the decline of viewership daw sa PBA ngayon, lalong mapapaisip siguro si RSA kung dapat man niyang itigil na. Di ba sabi niya dun sa statement niya?
Oo.
Pero on a serious note, Com, these executives showed na a PBA player can earn this much. And they made that choice to show a player na kayang maging ganun eh. Pero what can be done, I think, is to elevate PBA to a level na if you're a Pinoy basketball player, you want to be part of that league. Kahit hindi ka bayaran ng malaki, privilege na naglalaro ka sa PBA. So, parang yun yung magandang mangyari, sana.
Well, alam nyo, that's true. You can see kung talagang gaano kalaki ang opportunities. Alam niyo po, kahit papaano, nakasama ko si Boss RSA as a sports director of San Miguel. And I know the man. Alam mo, you have to also put it in context kung ano yung iniisip ni Mr. Ramon Ang. Alam niyo po yung sinabi niya, malamang, kung i-divide mo yung 1 billion sa tatlo, mga 300 million per team yun. Ang salary cap ng PBA, from what I understand, is about 50 million lamang. Yun lamang ang pwedeng gastusin ng isang team. Alam naman natin na hindi tama yan, hindi yan sapat. Pero yan lamang ang salary cap po dapat para sa mga sweldo ng players ng isang koponan. So yung pong mahigit 300 milyon, over ho yan kung ating talagang titingnan. At marami magtataka, nako, ano ba nangyayari dito? Pero you have to put it in context. Baka naman ang sinasabi ni Boss RSA is pati yung kanilang pinagawang mga facility, yung kanilang marketing, yung kanilang advertising, yung kanilang mga sasakyan na ginagamit nila. Hindi po natin pwedeng basta lamang tingnan ng ganon. Pero ang alam natin, parang yung salary cap na yan, kalokohan na, wala nangyayari. So I think the PBA, para lalong lumakas ang paniniwala, hindi naman yung actual lalaban yung paniniwala at ng tao sa PBA, dapat tingnan ng mabuti yan sapagkat yan ang makakasira pag wala ng pagkakapantay-pantay ng mga koponan sa PBA. Alright, let's go to our third and final issue of the morning. Ito ay tungkol sa crowd favorite sa PVL na Creamline Cool Smashers, kung saan nangungulila sila sa isang setter dahil sa pag-alis ng kanilang top setter na si Gia De Guzman patungo ng Japan. So ang tanong, hindi na ba favorite ang Creamline sa PVL ngayong maglalaro overseas na si Gia De Guzman? I'll begin with you, Kate. 1 minute, go!
I highly doubt that. Knowing the fans, Creamline would still remain the favorite. Kasi, grabe, andyan pa sila Gemma Galanza, sila Tots Carlos, and of course, si Alyssa Valdez. Alam natin kung gaano karaming supporters nila. And hindi naman din natin madedenay na nasa Creamline pa rin yung one of the, or marami sa mga most talented players that we have in the pro volleyball and yung skills nila. And also, I think yung fans ni Gia, hindi mawawala sa Creamline yan. Alam natin kung gaano ka-supportive yung fans natin So, magiging double effort lang yan for the fans supporting both Gia in Japan and Creamline in the Philippines.
Kita mo, dalawa-dalawa na yung fanbase ni Gia ngayon. Very good, very good. Well, alam natin na once popular, always popular hindi naman yan nawawala. Same question, Luisa, hindi na ba favorite ang Creamline sa PVL? Ngayong wala na si Gia De Guzman. 1 minute, Luisa, go.
I mean, honestly, favorite pa rin sila, no? As mentioned by Kate, when you have players na quality po like si Tots Carlos, Alyssa Valdez, Gemma Galanza, Michelle Gumabaw, I could go on doon sa buong lineup po nila, no? And hindi naman biro yung talent po ng players na yan. So, they're favorites both in talent and in fan base, I would say. Hindi pa rin biro yung kaya nilang gawin. And I would say, even Gia, then nagsasabi na yung backup setter naman ng Creamline, si Kyle Negrito, she also has championship experience. And I don't think na sobrang mangungulila naman sila or that, they're left for dead na ngayon that Gia is in Japan, no? Obviously, it's a big blow, but definitely kaya rin naman nila makipag-compete with the other teams. And it's also very good experience for Gia personally. And I'm sure this is something na she will bring back sa Philippines to further improve our quality of volleyball. So
Yun.
excited for that.
Yun ang maganda doon, yung experience. Nakita naman natin yan even in the World Cup, yung mga teams na nagpapadala ng mga players sa labas, when they go back to their national team, maganda ang performance. And let's be happy for Gia. Of course, ang Creamline will always be Creamline. It is the most popular team in the country. It is the strongest team in the country. Mawala man ang isa, alam naman natin na ang volleyball is a team sport. Of course, Gia's leadership will be lost, but at the end of the day, andyan pa rin ang mga bituin, and I think the PVL is still in good hands with a very, very strong Creamline Cool Smashers. Kate and Luisa, as usual, magandang usapan. Isama mo kami sa kainan, Luisa. But kung hindi man kami makasama, happy birthday muli sa iyong ina. And of course, Kate, always a pleasure to have you. Always happy to be reading Spin.ph. Maraming salamat sa inyong dalawa.
Thank you so much po. See you soon.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend. Alright mga kaibigan, si Kate Reyes and Luisa Morales, Fast Take. Naku yan po ang mga sundan ninyo sapagkat napakaraming mga storya dyan sa Spin and of course sa Philippine Star. Alright, bago tayo mag-break, isa muna pong paalala mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99. And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live more today. At sa amin pong pagbabalik, himayin natin ang parating na PBA Rookie Draft kasama sila Coach Willie Wilson at basketball analyst Juanito Gregorio. Ito po ang Power and Play hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Chooks to Go at ng True Religion. Ang oras po natin, 8:36 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by M2 Tea Drinks with malunggay, okra, and luya. Fuel up your energy with M2 Tea Drinks.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Sherry.
Nag-uumapaw sa real chicken juice. Naswak sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Available in sweet roast, pepper roast, at harissa roast variants. Chooks to go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Tawag na sa Chooks to Go Delivery Hotline 8687-1010 o online sa chookstogodelivery.com or via GrabFood at Foodpanda.
Pinarangalan ng PIMA bilang Radio Station of the Year. Radyo 5, True FM.
Dito tayo sa totoo.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad. Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Totoong abot na abot ang True FM saan man panig ng Pilipinas at sa buong mundo. Basta may Pilipino. Sundan at ilike ang Radyo 5 True FM sa Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at sa X o Twitter. Dito na tayo sa totoo. True FM. Tunay na kapatid. Maaasahan sa radyo at online.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad. Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mangangawit ang panga nyo sa katatawa dahil ang kombinasyon ng gulat at sorpresa nandito na. Doble-doble ang saya. Doble-doble ang kwela. Abangan si Wally Bayola at Jose Manalo sa
Good jokes never go old. Kaya naman tuloy ang good times sa
Wow, Mali! Doble tama. Malapit na dito sa TV5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad. Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Broadcasting from the Radyo 5 studios in Reliance Street, Mandaluyong City, in Mega Manila. 25,000 watts of true broadcast quality. Mas pinalakas, mas pinalawak, mas pinalinaw na tunog ng AM sa FM. Ito ang 92.3 Radyo 5 True FM. True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Power and play with Noli Iyala.
Mayong buntag, ganin yung tanan mga kapatid, lalong-lalo na dyan po sa nasa Cebu City, sa Cagayan de Oro City. At sa lahat po ng mga nakikinig sa atin sa Facebook. Naku mga kapatid nga pala, I just wanna say a shout out. Happy birthday sa aking isa sa mga kaibigan po, si Vince Abelia. Happy birthday, pare. I hope you enjoy a good one. And of course, sa lahat po ng mga nagsasapi ng kanilang birthday ngayong araw pong ito. Happy birthday sa inyo. Happy birthday! At this point, alam niyo po, pinag-uusapan natin kanina yung papalapit na PBA Rookie Draft na gaganapin bukas dyan mismo sa Market. Record number ang sumali po this year sa PBA Rookie Draft. And of course, nakita na natin ang sneak preview ng iba doon sa kanilang PBA Combine. At gusto natin ngayong himayin at malaman sino ba ang dapat abangan ng mga fans sa papalapit na draft. At kasama po natin para gawin yan ay mga basketball analysts. Of course, ang isa sa mga kilala pong players ng PBA at of course, dating naging veteran player dyan sa mga koponan ng PBA and now an assistant coach plus an analyst also will join us. Inihintay lamang natin si Coach Willie Wilson, but ang naririto na po ay ang isang batang basketball analyst na ngayon ay isang MPBL TV analyst para sa atin. Walang iba kundi ang anak ni Coach Alan Gregorio, aking kaibigan, si Juanito Gregorio. Good morning, Juanito.
Good morning, Com.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. Inihintay lang natin si Coach Willie, but I'm very happy to have you on the show. Before I ask you about the draft, kamusta ang pagiging analyst sa MPBL, Juanito?
Enjoy po. I get to go to a lot of cities, ikot-ikot, and then I really get to experience full-on Filipino basketball. So, enjoy talaga ang MPBL.
Well, alam mo, ang pedigree ng mga Gregorio, talagang basketball yan with Coach Ryan, Coach Alan, and of course, Tito Pato. Talagang lahat yan ay may hilig sa basketball. But, Juanito, let me ask you first about the MPBL. Nasaan na ba kayong stage sa MPBL? Ano ba ang balita?
We're on the latter part of the season. So in a few weeks, we're entering the playoffs. So, nandun na rin po kami sa dulo, ano na po, positioning na lang for the playoffs before we enter the top 16.
Sino ba ang lumalamang ngayon? Sino ba ang paborito, Bonito?
Well, for now, it's Pampanga and Nueva Ecija still. But it's gonna, because of the PBA draft, maraming teams ang maiiba ang dynamic. So it's gonna be very exciting down the line.
Oh, all right. All right. At this point, kasama na natin ang isa pa nating magiging bisita for this particular portion, si Coach Willie Wilson. Willie, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, who's that beautiful lady there? Who's that beautiful lady there, Willie?
It's my daughter, Olivia.
Hi, Olivia. It's so nice to have you on the show. Terrific. Hey, Willie.
You know, I'm always trying to get on here with you.
Can you put up your volume just a bit, and can you put it on landscape, your phone, your device, whatever? There you go. There you go. Oops, it went back. All right.
There we go.
There we go. Good. Olivia, you'll be part of the guest today, so you will be also telling us about the rookie draft. All right. Let me begin, Willie. We have a big number, and Juanito is here as well. Si Juanito, of course, is very familiar with a lot of the players that are coming in. Dahil hindi lamang po ina-analyze ni Juanito sa MPBL yung mga iba. Kung hindi rin, nakalaro niya, nakasama niya to sa paglalaro noong panahon po niya sa collegiate basketball. So let me begin first, Willie, with you. You know, there are about 128 applicants. It is a record. It broke the record from last year's, or in 2021, which is about 97. So this is unbelievable, the kind of number of people that are interested to join the draft. What does this say about the PBA, Willie? If any.
Well, this says that the PBA is still the most desirable league here in the Philippines, and this is a league that is filled with prestige, and this is a league that the young athletes, the young basketball players, are still aspiring and dreaming to play in.
Absolutely, and although, as we all know, siguro mga 5 rounds lang to. You're talking about 12 teams, so that's about 60 players. About half of these draft applicants will not be drafted. Now, you have been there, you are part of a team, and you understand the dynamics of what goes on in the backdrop when the coaches huddle and when managers talk about the draft. What do teams in general, Willie, look out for when they start reviewing the draft?
Well, obviously, you're looking at talent. Talent first and foremost. Then you move over to need. What do you need to make your team more competitive? Once you put those two together, you're looking at attitude, and then from the attitude, if you have a good attitude, lastly, you're probably going to look at pedigree. What program does he come from, so that you know that this kid has been coached up. We're talking about an Ateneo playing under a Tab Baldwin, or now with LaSalle with Coach Copex Robinson there. Those two coaches, you pretty much know what they're going to teach their players, and you know what you're going to get from an Ateneo or a LaSalle.
All right. Juanito, you have looked at the draft and you know a lot of these players. How would you describe the draft pool this year in terms of quality?
Quality-wise, it's very deep. It's very deep. I can see 3 rounds of quality players na instantly makakatulong to any team. So that is how deep this draft is. Even the young guys to the veterans, everybody can contribute right away. So this is going to be a very, very interesting draft.
31, more than 30 are field foreigners out of the 128. Of course, nakita natin karamihan, Juanito, sa draft combine. What stood out for you when you see the draft combine in terms of, I guess, the depth, in terms of the kind of players that are coming in, including the field foreigners?
No, it's the readiness. Yun talaga yung nakikita ko. Everybody is just ready to be plugged and play. Everybody can automatically contribute. That is how deep. And what is very glaring is that it's complete from 1 to 5. So hindi magsasawa yung mga teams to just pick out anybody who can contribute right away, and they don't have to rush, unlike the other drafts where you have to rush in the first 6 picks. After the 6 picks, wala ka nang makuha. Dito, you can wait up to the second round. Even if you're a team without a first round pick, you can wait for the deeper talent because ganun karami yung talents na coming into this PBA draft.
Absolutely. And I want to ask you, kasi syempre yan ang inaabangan ng karamihan. When you talk about the draft, it's always about the top pick, at least the top 2 picks of the draft na at this point will determine, I guess, the future of particularly Terra Firma and Blackwater. So I want to ask the two of you, is there a consensus top 2 pick here, you think, that can make an immediate impact for both Terra Firma and Blackwater? I'll begin with you, Willie.
I think the consensus number 1 right now is Stephen Holt. He's a player that's played in Europe and been wanting to come out and play. He's been eyed to play for Gilas as well. So once you get past Stephen Holt, I think it's a toss up with numbers 2 through 5. But I think it's a pick your poison. You got a guy that's ready to play right now in Shawnee Winston, and then possibly also with David, and then you got 2 other guys that are still nursing injuries with Villegas and Lucero. So those 2, Lucero and Villegas, those guys are franchise players. Those are building blocks for any team.
All right, I want to talk about the specifics of certain positions here. But again, Juanito, same question. Meron bang consensus top 2 picks para sa'yo?
It's pretty much the same, Holt and Winston for now, because they can be stars in the future. So I think it's also the 2 of them.
All right.
With Coach Willie.
Let's talk about the best bigs. Sino, Juanito, sa'yo ang maybe, the bigs na dapat talagang abangan dito sa draft na to?
Well, in terms of positionless basketball, Lucero and Villegas, tama si Coach Willie, are really 2 guys who can be looked at. But if we're talking about really natural bigs who can bang up with guys like Junmar or Laput, I think Bates and Keith Datu are 2 guys you can look at. And also Henry Galinato from UP. He can really bang. He's only 6'6", but that body is built like Ali Peak. So Ali Peak's only about 6'2", 6'3", but Galinato is 6'6", and with that body, he can instantly help any team.
I guess that's really something really that's important. You talk about bigs. The readiness to rough it up and be physical. And obviously, what Juanito was saying, si Galinato is one guy that can certainly make an impact right away. Willie.
Yeah, Galinato, I've covered him when he was playing for UP. This guy has a pro-ready body, and when I say pro, I'm not only talking about basketball, maybe pro wrestling as well. The guy is built like a tank. So that's a player that I'm very, very excited to see. Not only is he built like a tank, but he is extremely athletic as well.
Right. All right, let's talk about the wings and the perimeter here, Willie. Any particular players in the draft that you feel are clearly a notch above the rest in terms of playing the wings as well as the perimeter?
Let's talk about Shawnee Winston. He's a combo guard, can stretch out to the 3. I was surprised when I stood up next to him. He's actually around 6'3". And then when you go past him, I want to talk about Villegas and Lucero. We talked about them being big, both 6'7", in that area. But both have the ability to play the wing. We saw Villegas at UE. He was playing a little bit at the 3. And then Lucero definitely, because of that lineup with Tamayo and Diu, he was also playing the wing. And then we got Kent Tuffin, 3-year pro already, playing in New Zealand. This guy played for FEU, built to play pro basketball right now, especially in the PBA.
Juanito, narinig mo si Coach Willie, again, looking at bigs, playing the wings, talking about Ken Tuffin as well. What about Richie Rivero? What about a guy like, for instance, this guy Ken Mark Carino? How do they play up dito sa lugar na to?
Once again, it's how deep this lineup is. Richie Rivero can instantly help. There's guys from the wing position that's relatively untalked about. Rafi Verano can instantly help any team. His IQ is that high. Guys like Archie Concepcion, guy from the MPBL, who is the MVP actually of the Gatorade Combine. So, mayroong mga hindi nababanggit. Even San Beda standout, James Kwekute is someone you can put in that 5 to 8 position. So it's how deep. It depends really on that time. What does the team need at sinong instantly can help. But there's really a lot of talent. So yeah, Richie Rivero. So really really deep class.
Let's talk about the guards, Juanito. Let's talk about the guards and the facilitators. Sino ang nakikita mong aangat dito pagdating sa mga gwardya and of course the facilitators of this draft?
Well, if we're just talking about old school, I really like the mentality of Fran Yu. He reminds me a little bit of L.A. Tenorio, the stability, the way he's handling the team. So that is one guy. This is not probably if there is a position that's not as deep as all the others, it's the point guard position. With the wings and the bigs, talagang lahat malalim. But Fran Yu can be one guy. There's a guy, Kit Jimenez, has the talent, still needs to work on the consistency, even in the MPBL, even in the NCAA. But talent-wise, this guy has the comparison of Terence Romeo. So he's one guy they can also look at. There's also the other guys, maraming guard. Jimboy Pastoran, someone from Benilde, very stable. And then also JL De Los Santos, averaging almost a triple-double in the MPBL. So can surprise a lot of teams.
All right. Willie, has anyone impressed you from among, I guess, the guards as well as the facilitators here?
No, Juanito's very, very correct. This is not a deep, or I don't want to say deep, maybe star-studded guard class with regards to the point guard. But I'll give you a sleeper name. And I may be biased because I handled him during the rookie combine. JC Couliard. This guy has leadership written all over him. The way he talks and gets his teammates in the right spots kind of reminds me of L.A. Tenorio. I know that's a lofty comparison, but I'm just speaking about the leadership quality. And at that point guard spot, I think that's the most important thing. Everything else can be taught, but I think leaders are born.
Usually in a draft, it's always the sleepers that teams are looking out for. Players that are flying under the radar, and we've seen that in the past. We've seen how many players coming in the second or third round have been able to make a name for themselves. And I want to ask you about that, Willie. Who are your sleepers in this draft?
I mean, I don't know if I can call this guy a sleeper, but we haven't talked about King Carelipio. This guy was the finals MVP, and man, talking about standing out. I think in the first day, everybody was surprised with the jump shot, how smooth and consistent it was. And then another guy that raised a lot of eyebrows. Let's talk about Valdez. He's just a workhorse on the court. I know Enoch Valdez. He still has his year to play out in the NCAA, but high motor, drew comparisons to a mixture of Calvin Abueva and his ability to go coast to coast. So I think these guys, we talk about a deep 3 rounds, these guys are creeping up into that first round conversation.
What about you, Juanito? Sino ang mga sleepers para sa'yo?
I think I'm gonna go with one of the youngest guys in the draft, Adrian Nocum. I think he's only about 21, 22. But this guy can really has the potential of being a star. Medyo bata lang ngayon, but this guy can. He was very impressive. He was battling it out against Richie Rivero, who is
offensive rebound,
veteran.
like crazy.
Oh yeah, crazy. So this guy is one of the guys we can look at. And if you're a team who needs someone who can fill out the role, I'm gonna go with Sherwin Concepcion, 3&D from UST. This is a guy where instantly in any offense of any team, pwedeng makatulong right away.
All right. And of course, beyond that, meron naman mga players na tinatawag na projects. Yung he may not be ready at this time, but they probably will come up in about a year or two, and you want to keep them in your roster just in case they are gems or diamonds in the rough. Juanito, meron bang ganyan na nakikita ka dito sa draft na to?
No, I think it's Ken Marcarino. No other guy. The best guy,
Yeah.
6'10". 6'10"
Uh-huh.
really has a good shot blocking nature in him. The problem is medyo not yet ready for the physicality of the PBA, not yet ready with his maturity. So if you can keep him, you give him a good coach who will really stay patient, he will be a guy who will be one of the best blockers in the PBA.
Willie, anybody that you can
I-
see as a project here?
Man, yeah, we talk about Kmar Carino. I looked at him, the wingspan, the natural physical ability that he has. I would love to work with him, actually. But let me give you another name, Cliff Hopia. It's a J. This kid, again, about 6'9", 6'10", big pro-ready body already. He played on the tour for Talking Tex, and I saw his ability to be physical. But it's just I think a combination of confidence and a little bit of kapal mukha. Wala pa dyan. So if he can get that, the skill is there. He has touch. Just that you know what? Akin na to. He doesn't have that yet. So that's some guy that you stash on your bench, get him that confidence and work on the attitude, the little nastiness. And I think he could definitely be a contributor for any team.
All right. Before I know I cannot do a mock draft because it'll take too long, but I want to do a little bit of that. But before I ask you about that, what about this kid, Shian Jackson? How is he? Is he? I've heard he's very athletic. He skipped college, but he seems like he's got a chip on his shoulder. Juanito, anong tingin mo dito kay Shian Jackson?
Well, I haven't seen a lot of highlights. I've only seen some of his athleticism, and this guy is athletic. I don't know how ready-made he is for the PBA, but I've seen him. He's very athletic, and if he has the skill to back up his athleticism, then this guy can be very, very scary and can really surprise a lot. Maybe early in the second round to late in the second round.
Talk about, I guess, toughness. Brent Paraiso, Willie, is another guy that has shown that he can compete as well as Jolo Mendoza. Do you think that these guys will have a place in the draft?
I do think these guys will have a place in the draft. It's just that, Brent moving over to the NC from the UAAP. Jolo kind of was lost in the shuffle of that deep Ateneo team. But this is a deep, deep wing draft, and Jolo's going to have to show that he can play the one. Brent's going to have to show that, you know what, my upside is higher than, or my talent now is higher than the upside of some of these other wings. So those guys, I mean, I hate to say it, but that's going to be a tough task for them to shoot up the draft board and make it into that first or upper tier of that second round.
All right. Let's go just very quickly to the first 5 picks here. And I know that there's a lot to unpack in the draft, but I know that we're running out of time. But let me ask you, what does Terra Firma need? At this point, obviously they're the top pick, and you've already said Stephen Holt will be the consensus top pick. How will Holt help Terra Firma, Willie?
I mean, he's beyond pro ready. This guy is a building block for your franchise. He's been an import in Europe. Now, is Isaac Go healthy? I think that right there, if he is healthy, you already have your center of the future. All you need is somebody that you can go to, possession in, possession out, as Matthew Wright was for Phoenix. And I think Stephen Holt is that and so much more.
Juanito, what are your thoughts of Holt playing sa Terra Firma?
I think it's perfectly what Terra Firma needs. Someone who is already ready, someone they can put in, be the star right away, help them out. So I think that Stephen Holt, if not, maybe Shawnee Winston. Those are the only 2 guys I see for the number 1 pick who can instantly help Terra Firma or Blackwater. Kailangan lang ng star right away, and these are guys who can really be the building blocks of the team.
You agree, Willie, that Shawnee Winston is somebody that Blackwater will get at number 2, or are you looking at someone else?
Well, I mean, Blackwater can go in so many directions, but you cannot go wrong with a Shawnee Winston. You saw what he did in his last year in the UAAP before he had a premature exit with injury. But like I said, this guy is a 1-2 and can also play the 3. He's been groomed by Manong Derek Kumaran so that he's going to play defense and he can put up. Man, I remember that one game where he had like 30 in the first half. So you know that this guy can give you everything you need offensively and defensively.
All right, Rain or Shine has picks 3 and 4. Juanito, big opportunity for Coach Yang Gao to really improve the roster. Sino ang nakikita mo for Rain or Shine in terms of what they need as well as in terms of the talent that will be remaining at that point?
They have lots of young guys already dito sa Rain or Shine. So I really think they need the length, the height. I think they're going. I saw a picture of Coach Yang sitting with Luis Villegas. So I don't know if that's a sign. So Luis Villegas could be number 1, and then they could go either Save Lucero or Christian David. But for now, I think they're willing to wait. So I'm gonna go Save Lucero.
Wow,
So
Willie,
envious.
what do you
Such
think,
an
Willie?
envious position.
3 and 4
I mean,
for
again,
Rain or
I mean,
Shine, Willie.
You've got an aging front line. I hate to say it, in Bo Belga, Joel Ponferrada, and Gabe Norwood. They need an influx of height, not necessarily heft, because you still got some bigger guys there. But yeah, I'd go in that direction of getting somebody that you know can play the big in a Luis Villegas, and then somebody that you know can play the wing. And so I'd go Christian David in that 3 and 4 spot.
Wow. All right. And finally, on the 5th spot, I don't want to go through the entire first round. Northport picks at number 5. This is another team that needs a lot of help. Willie, what do you think will Northport do at number 5?
Well, you got your franchise wing in Arvin Tolentino. So who do you want to pair with Arvin Tolentino, who is going to occupy all the minutes at that spot? You got to go best available talent, and I think it's a no-brainer. You go Xavier Lucero. Even though you may have to wait a little while for him to be on the court, but once he is there, inside, outside, transition, half court, improving three-point shot, that's a 1-2 punch that's going to be scary for the future.
Wow. Arvin Tolentino and Save Lucero. Ikaw naman, Juanito, I know sabi mo, Save Lucero, makamakuha ng Rain or Shine. Who do you think Northport will go to?
Well, I'm just gonna reverse kay Coach Willie. They need a big. They need someone who can instantly give in the athleticism. I'm gonna go Christian David, but if not, I think Henry Galinato can also help out at that 5 position.
Wow, Galinato going in the first round. Interesting. It should be a fantastic draft tomorrow. I know there's a lot of things still to talk about, and everybody will be very, very interested to see what happens in the draft as the teams try to build for the next season. And gentlemen, you have been very, very informative. Juanito, you are a revelation. Your dad will be very proud of you. I'm very happy for you. And Willie, as usual, your mind is something that we have to pick more often. Thanks so much, Coach Willie. Thank you for joining us, Juanito.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Always.
Mga kaibigan, si Coach Willie Wilson at si Juanito Gregorio, nakita nyo naman, ang galing ni Juanito. He knows his stuff, he knows the players, he knows basketball, and yan ang mga kailangan nating dinidevelop. New guys, new blood, so that patuloy po na maganda ang landscape ng broadcasting dito po sa ating bansa. Alright mga kapatid, before we take a break, isa muna pong pagsilip sa viral videos sa trending culture ng ating pong palakasan sa ating Stop and Pop.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Ito pong ating susunod na itatampok sa Stop and Pop ay siguro para sa mga senior. Siguro po ang ating dapat na gawing title nito ay Ball is Life. Panoorin po natin to Paano ba naman? Tingnan ninyo ang mga player sa video na ito. Mga lolo na. Naku ikaw Santi talaga, mapuputi na ang mga buhok. Pero game pa rin maglaro ng basketball. Hindi po yan slow-mo Yan po yung actual speed ng video. At talagang may moves at shooting pa sila lolo. Yan ang idol at mga lolong patuloy na nagpapakita ang age does not matter. At yan din po ang ating Stop and Pop. Sa ating pagbabalik, mga kapatid, we will talk about the UAAP with Coach Jeff Napa ng NU Bulldogs. Ito po ang Power and Play hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Chooks to Go at ng True Religion. Ang oras po natin, 9:08 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by M2 Tea Drinks. Fuel up your energy with M2 Tea Drinks with malunggay, okra, and luya.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Sherry.
Nag-uumapaw sa real chicken juice. Naswak sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Available in sweet roast, pepper roast, at harissa roast variants. Chooks to Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Tawag na sa Chooks to Go Delivery Hotline 8687-1010 o online sa chookstogodelivery.com or via GrabFood at Foodpanda.
Pinarangalan ng PMAP bilang Radio Station of the Year. Radyo 5, True FM.
Dito tayo sa totoo.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Team Ambida, ready na for round 2.
Narinig mo yun asawa ko? Enzo?
Aba, may bagong manggugulo.
Oh my God! Ganit! Oh my Nosy!
Paano kaya harapin ng pamilyang palaban ng bagong hamon ng buhay? Kaya wag nang papahuli dahil Team A may round 2 na. Kasama ang mas masaya at mas malaking pamilya ng Team A. Round 2 tuwing Sabado 5:15 p.m. dito sa TV5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
May namiss ka bang mga shoot, pasa at hiyawan? Ngayon, hindi na! Dahil araw-araw mo nang mapapanood ang mga paborito mong sports program sa TV. Watch us on these channels. Free TV Channel 41, Signal TV Channel 6, Sky Cable Channel 59. One Sports, ito ang go-to tambayan for your favorite sports programs. Dito ka na sa paboritong tambayan mo pagdating sa sports.
25,000 watts ng totoong tunog ng FM radio.
Totoong pinalakas, totoong pinagtibay ng mga batikang mamamahayag sa paghahatid ng news,
Public service,
entertainment,
music,
information at inspiration para sa bawat kapatid, bawat Pilipino. Ito ang 92.3 Radyo 5 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Naimbag na bigat kada kayo amin sa lahat po ng ating mga kasama sa Vigan, Ilocos Sur, sa Baguio City, and of course sa San Esteban, Ilocos Sur. Kamusta po kayong lahat? Bago po tayo magpatuloy, gusto ko lang pong pasalamatan lahat ng tagapagtaguyod ng Power and Play already on our 6th year. Thanks of course sa ating mga suki. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum sa ganitong pabago-bagong panahon mga kapatid. Sobrang init tapos uulan, kailangan natin ng matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum kapag may aluminum tsak na pang matagalan. At isa lang ang alam kong dekalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom, tibay protektado sa pang matagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Thank you! Cherry Tiggo 5X Pro Hybrid. Elevate your driving experience with the all-new Cherry Tiggo 5X Pro Hybrid, where sustainability meets functionality. Get ready to embark on a journey of fuel efficiency and power like never before. Imagine cruising down the road with the impressive 1.5 turbocharged engine paired with a cutting-edge 48-volt hybrid system. This dynamic duo not only delivers exhilarating performance but also slashes fuel consumption effectively, making each mile a step towards a greener planet. The all-new Cherry Tiggo 5X Pro Hybrid is also equipped with a 10.25-inch capacitive touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto full LED headlights and double-row daytime running lights for improved road visibility, auto trunk release, 6 supplemental restraint system airbags, and a quiet cabin for more peaceful Cherry drives. To learn more about the all-new Cherry Tiggo 5X Pro Hybrid, visit Cherry Auto Philippines website at www.cherryauto.ph or visit your nearest Cherry dealership.
Thank you!
Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Subukan ang kanilang pinakabagong oven-roasted na mas pinasarap dahil sa nag-uumapaw na flavorful chicken juice. Subukan ang kanilang mga variants, harissa roast, sweet roast, at pepper roast. Try also Chooks, the first dine-in restaurant ng Chooks to go. Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan.
Thank you!
True religion is in the Philippines, where passion meets power. Experience it firsthand. For your best style choices, visit True Religion at Conrad S. Maison Mall of Asia Complex, Resorts World Manila, and Hacienda Designer Outlet, Silang, Cavite. Visit their newest branch at Grand Wing Newport City Resorts World Manila. True Religion, where passion meets power.
Thank you!
Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo. Mga kasundo, first booking nyo, use promo code JRMC Taxi, 50% off on your first MC Taxi ride. Book Joyride MC Taxi for safe, affordable, quality, and fast rides. Ano pa ang hinihintay nyo? Download the Joyride Super App on Google Play Store and the App Store. Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.
Thank you!
Elms Seafood Paluto. The latest offering of the Elms Resto Bar Group, located at Unit 2, Ground Floor, Calle Bistro, Ever Commonwealth, Quezon City. Enjoy their delectable seafood menu in a relaxed casual dining atmosphere for your salo-salo seafood meal. Elms Seafood Paluto.
Thank you!
Skin Your Face and Body Anti-Aging Center with branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills, San Juan. For your skin assessment and treatment schedule, call 0917-890-1640 or 0977-809-8886.
Thank you!
ASEA Subic Beach Resort. Experience the getaway that you deserve and dive into limitless happenings, rejuvenating experiences, and gastronomic adventures. ASEA Subic Beach Resort.
Thank you!
M2 Tea Drink with malunggay, okra, and luya. Drink your gulay and fuel up on energy with M2 Tea Drink with malunggay, okra, and luya, your natural source of electrolytes.
Thank you!
And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live more today. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Mamaya po nga pala, bago natin ipasok ang ating susunod na guest, makakasama natin yung ating 3x3 team para sa 2023 Chooks to Go FIBA 3x3 World Tour Cebu Masters. Sila Coach Chico Lanete, Mac Talio, Marcus Hammonds, Marquez Letcher Ellis at si Tosh Sese in just a short while. In the meantime, we are very honored to have with us as our next guest the head coach of the NU Bulldogs preparing for Season 86 na malapit na pong magbukas sa September 30. Walang iba kundi si Coach Jeff Napa. Magandang umaga, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Magandang umaga rin po, Com.
Nakakatuwang makasama ka ngayon. Alam ko, busy ka, kaya ako ay nagpapasalamat. So let me just get straight to the point. Alam ko na ang NU is one of the teams na sinasabi nilang dark horses. Isa sa mga favorites patungo sa season 86. Tanungin ko muna ikaw, Jeff. Kamusta ang assessment mo sa off-season build-up ninyo before the season?
Right. During off-season build-up naman namin, we're very happy na sa response ng our team sa mga players namin. So, tingnan na lang natin kung what will happen on the sa coming UAP season natin.
Maganda ang tinakbo nyo ng season 85. Of course, third place. And it was a very, very impressive season. Ano yung mga tinatrabaho nyo dito sa off-season na sa tingin mo ay may kakulangan nung season 85 para ma-improve nyo pa yung team, Coach Jeff?
Number one, yung experience namin. Siyempre, kahit pa paano, we're still young pa rin eh. So, especially yung core ng team namin right now, on their third year pa rin pa lang. So, yun yung experience talaga na talagang itinrabaho namin para sa come to this season. Siyempre, kahit pa paano, talagang hindi na para maging mahirap para sa kanila yung magiging approach namin coming to the game.
Obviously, yung experience comes with maturity, comes with playing a lot of games at napakarami nga na nilaruan ninyo. Pero at the same time, Coach, meron din naman mga players na nawala sa iyo, lalong-lalo na yung mga seniors mo, no? I understand a few of them, si Mike Malonzo and Patrick Yu are out. Can you update us, Coach, kung sino yung mga nawala at sino naman ang mga pumasok?
Actually, si Robert Minerva yung nawala.
Okay.
And dito recently lang si JLC decided to forgo yung final year niya. So, then si Jeremy Mahina at saka si Jonas Tibayan. Actually, we're happy naman dun sa mga pumalit. Kasi like Mike Malonzo, playing his last year, then Patrick Yu on his fourth year.
Okay, so nandiyan pa sila.
Yung mga pumalit naman at saka yung mga naiiwan, we're happy naman na nag-complement naman sila doon sa na-fill nung spot na void ng mga graduate na tsaka yung mga umalis.
Malaking bagay ang pagkawala ni John Lloyd Clemente, Coach. Ano ang masasabi mo tungkol dun sa pagkawala ni JLC?
JLC is JLC, pero hindi naman kami tumatakbo sa isang player lang eh. So, alam naman ng mga tao, hindi ako nagre-rely sa isang person lang. That's like right. JLC. So, happy naman ako dun sa mga, I think, 18 players kami ngayon na talagang they compete with each other up to the limit. Then, I already addressed dun sa pagkawala ni JLC. Meron naman nag-step up, especially doon sa mga rookies namin na papasok. So, happy ako na nakakapag-gel sila doon sa mga tinatawag nating mga sophomore at saka veterans.
Veterans na nga, batang-bata pa pero veterano na. Coach, kamusta si Kian Baclaan? We understand that magkaroon ng konting injury. How is his condition now? Will he be ready for the opening?
Ready naman na siya. So, siyempre, kumbaga, iniiwasan na rin naman natin yung mga extra precaution na rin for safety measure na rin para sa team. Actually, hindi lang naman siya. May mga ibang players din kami, mga minor injury din. So, ngayon, talagang
conditioning na.
Hinahanda na lang namin sila kasi ayaw na rin namin ma-preempt yung our season due to sa mga injuries. So, we'll see. Coming to our first game, ready na yung lahat.
Talk about Steve Nash Enriquez, Coach. Anong gusto mo makita sa kanya this season after a good year last year, blossoming as one of your top players? What do you want to see from him a little more ngayong season na to?
Actually, last year, okay naman siya. Pero last year kasi is playing with injuries eh. So, medyo nakulangan ako. Pero this year kasi mabigat na responsibility yung binigay ko talaga sa kanya dahil siyempre, yun nga, Kian is Kian eh. So, right now, is more a leader na siya ngayon. Kahit on his third year pa lang, yung maturity na para i-gather niya yung team para mag-unite as a group.
Mm.
So yun yung malaking factor talaga sa amin despite na yun nga bata pa rin siya, yung bigger responsibility na binigay ko sa kanya, binibigay niya naman yung expectation namin.
All right. And Omar Jan, coach, alam natin how important he is not only in as a foreign player but yung concept mo about defense. Omar Jan is of course your anchor. Kamusta ang import mo?
Okay naman si Omar, pero syempre definitely kumbaga hindi lang din naman siya yung ceiling namin talaga. Pero yun nga, it's good thing china-challenge siya ng mga locals namin, especially the young ones, the new guys.
Oo.
Para at least he can perform really well this coming UAAP.
How nabalita natin na yung mga galing sa NU Bullpups nakuha mo, no? The big guys, lalong-lalo na si Kurt Ponciano at si Orex De Los Reyes, parehong malaki. Kamusta ang development nila, coach? Do you see na they will have playing time ngayong taon na to?
Alam naman ng mga tao kahit papaano, kumbaga talagang 16-man deep ang ginagawa ko eh. Pero we'll see coming to our practices, siyempre, at saka doon sa game kung sino yung mga kalaban namin. Kung talagang magiging effective.
Pero
pa
okay sila.
or...
They're developing well, coach?
Yes, they are developing well, although they're still rookie pa rin.
Oo.
Rookie pa rin yung mga yan eh.
Rookie pa rin.
Talagang yung maturity, mahirap i-fast track yan eh.
Oo.
Pero definitely, it will help our team pa rin naman sa pagpasok nila.
Of course, merong high school standouts na pumasok sa team mo. And of course, the biggest name is Reinhard Jumamoy, ang reigning UAAP Juniors MVP. Gaano kagaling itong si Rein Jumamoy, coach? And ano ang hopes mo para dito sa player mong ito?
Yung Jumamoy speak on kung paano siya gaano talaga kagagaling eh. So pinrobe niya naman nung high school, pero definitely different story ngayong college eh. So ngayon naman, yun nga, pinoprove niya talaga na kasama siya dun sa kay Steve Nash and kay Kian na talaga nagpapagalingan silang tatlo. So kumbaga medyo happy ako na nag-commit siya sa amin, talaga nag-stay para makipagkompetensya dun sa dalawa at makatulong dito sa program namin dito sa NU.
Well, malaking bagay yan, lalong-lalo na pagdating sa pagkawala of course ng mga seniors mo at ng mga veterano mo, and now you have a core to build on. Coach, alam natin na ikaw, you are ang thinking mo always, and in fact you were quoted as saying you want your team to commit to two-way players, yung parehong maglaro ng marunong maglaro ng opensa, marunong maglaro ng depensa. With about 2 weeks to go, are you happy with the defense intensity that is being shown by your team? Ano ang biggest concern mo with 2 weeks to go sa UAAP opening?
Siyempre, number one biggest concern ko dito yung mga injuries.
Okay.
Kasi mababaliwala lahat yung mga pinagpreparahan mo kung meron kang mga dalawang hindi healthy. So yun yung our biggest concern. Kaya talagang medyo nag-mellow down talaga kami ngayon para at least to recover lahat yung mga gusto namin players na makarecover ng healthy coming to our season talaga. Then, siyempre yung kahit pa paano yung mga rookies, siyempre iba pa rin yung hype ng UAAP eh. Talagang number one college sports dito sa Pilipinas. Talagang iba yung glamour. So, yun yung medyo talagang tineready ko sila na don't be excited para at least malabas talaga nila yung talagang galing nila. Mapakita nila sa buong Pilipinas.
Baka masyadong manggigil dahil syempre yung glamour at yung excitement, yung baka masyadong manggigil at mawala sa sistema. Coach, alam naman natin na you are being considered as one of the favorites. Gusto mo pa itong ganitong klaseng tag? Do you think it's correct na NU is one of the top 3 teams in the UAAP?
Actually, I don't consider we are the top favorites eh. Kumbaga, actually, ang favorite dyan, yung Ateneo Lasal UP. Silang tatlo yung favorites dyan. Then kami, kumbaga, nandun lang kami sa in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Pero rest assured talaga na we will fight up to the last, we will compete. Just like last year, talagang we're very competitive. Up to the last, talagang pinoprove namin na we belong.
What gives you confidence, Coach, ditong season na to? Anong nagbibigay sa iyo ng kumpiyansa?
Number one, kumbaga ako, I coach for my alma mater.
Correct.
Kumbaga, nakita ko lahat, yung ups and downs dito. Then nakita ko rin kung sino yung mga kalaban ko na how they treat us. So, yun yung number one na nagiging motivation ko. Na ipakita na hindi kami yung ganun. Ito kami. So, talagang pinaparamdam nga na kailangan nyo kaming respetuhin din.
Well, that's an important factor. And I think, Coach, hindi naman sa pero ang NU ay iba na. Iba na ang dating sa UAAP. Clearly, you have gained a lot of respect sa paglalaro ninyo. Hindi lamang sa resulta, kung hindi sa paglalaro. Lagi ko sinasabi naman yan. Yung resulta, it will come. Depende sa paglalaro. And when you play hard and that's your style, talagang pambihira ang sipag at ang tiyaga. And I think a lot of respect has been given to you. Coach, before I let you go, kayo, 9-5 record last year. You finished third in the UAAP. Natalo lamang kayo sa semifinals nung sa UP. How would you consider, what would you say would be a successful season 86 para sa inyo? Kung yung ihahambing from season 85?
Number one, siyempre, yun. Kung ano yung na-achieve namin last year, kailangan masurpass namin yun. Pero siyempre, definitely, hindi namin magagawa yun kung yun nga, kung puro kami salita. So, yun yung lagi kong sinasabi sa kanila. Then, yung lagi kong mina-mindset, tapos na yung season last year, iba na yung approach ngayon. If we will not perform, if we will not go all out, magkakaroon tayo ng problema. So, yun yung lagi mina-mindset sa kanila para at least yung winning mentality na hindi na yung Final Four na dapat yung tinitingnan natin. Kasi siyempre kahit pa paano, hindi naman masama mangarap, kailangan yung championship level, yun yung kailangan ma-achieve for this season. Pero siyempre, yun nga, kailangan trabahuhin So, walang imposible, libre mangarap, yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanila. So, yun yung mindset na nagiging approach namin. Ni-instill ko sa mga players ko.
Well, it will be an exciting season, Coach. At ako, again, I admire you for what you've done para sa NU. Alam ko na marami pang ilalabas si Coach Jeff Napa. And I wish you all the best. Sana nga ay matupad ang pangarap ng NU na makabalik sa championship. Maraming salamat, Coach Jeff.
Thank you.
Mga kaibigan, ang head coach ng NU Bulldogs, walang iba kundi si Coach Jeff Napa. Truly a success story last year and marami nag-aabang dito sa team na to. Dahil, alam nyo, hindi naman po, hindi kailangan napakaraming stars na bituin. Ang importante yung trabaho, yung pagpupursige, yung sistema. At yan ang na-instill ni Coach Jeff. Having been there, siya ay isang alumni ng NU, alam niya kung saan siya, anong pinanggalingan ng NU at nakikita nyo naman, gusto niyang ipakita na kailangang respetuhin ng lahat ang NU Bulldogs. Alright, bago tayo magpatuloy, balikan muna natin ang ilan sa mga best moments sa kasaysayan ng palakasan sa ating This Week in Sports History.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala.
September 15, 1978 o 45 years ago, tinalo ni Muhammad Ali si Leon Spinks sa kanilang rematch. Naku, napanood ko rin po ito Inuwi ni Ali ang panalo sa likod ng unanimous decision matapos ang 15 round. 7 buwan lang bago yan natalo via split decision si Ali, one of the biggest upsets nung panahon na yon. Nabawi naman niya sa revenge win ang WBA at the ring heavyweight title sa kanyang pagkapanalo. Ito na rin ang pang-56 at huling panalo ni Ali bago siya nagretiro. Ali completes revenge against Spinks this week in sports history. What a game. What a fight. Napanood po natin yan. And of course, Ali has always been my idol. Naku, idolo po ng lahat, Muhammad Ali. Alright, bago po tayo magpatuloy, Again, gusto lang po nating sabihin na sunod-sunod na po ang pagpasok ng ating mga liga after bukas yung PBA Rookie Draft. Of course, yung Asian Games, inaabangan po natin. Ang PBA, November 5, nagsabi na po sila na imumove nila paatras ang kanilang opening dahil nga po sa Asian Games at para mabigyan ng mga teams na makapag-ensayo. And then of course, inaabangan na po ng lahat ang NBA na magbubukas po October 24 sa Estados Unidos, October 25 po dito sa ating bansa. Napakadami na development. At isa sa mga developments ng NBA ay yung kanilang bagong inilabas na patakaran tungkol sa player resting policy. Naglabas po ang NBA kamakalawa ng isang polisiya na bawal ipahinga yung tinatawag nila na stars ng liga. Meron po silang specific definition ng kung sino ang bituin ng liga. Nung araw po kasi merong mga ginagawa ang mga teams na kapag back-to-back ang kanilang mga laro dahil sa biyahe, dahil sa pagod, ipinapahinga po nila ang kanilang mga stars. Hindi po naglalaro, lalong-lalo na kapag may mahalagang laro na kasunod o bago po nun. Ang nangyayari tuloy, nadidisappoint ang karamihan ng mga fans, lalong-lalo na yung mga bumibili ng mga napakamahal na tickets. Naalala ko na naman yan, mahal na tickets na yan. Sapagkat dito sa FIBA World Cup, pagka mahal-mahal ng mga ticket, pati ang FIBA mismo, ay inamin na nagkamali sila dyan. Kaya po yung mga fans dun sa NBA, pagka hindi dumadating, halimbawa yung Anthony Davis sa LA, at dahil nag-back-to-back, talaga hong nadidisappoint. Pagka hindi po dumating, halimbawa yung Steph Curry, o di kaya yung Luka Doncic, nagiging disappointment po yan. Kaya po naglabas ng policy ang NBA, yung no resting policy nila. Depende po sa circumstances. Napakahaba po ng rule na yon. Suma total, ang sinasabi nila, respetuhin natin ang mga fans, ibigay natin dahil wala daw pong scientific evidence na kapag pinahinga ng certain back-to-back games, ay ito po ay malaki ang nagagawa sa risk of injuries. Yan po ang nilabas ng NBA. Ito lang po ang punto ko at least po yan ay ginagawang pag-iisip, pag-aaral, pinag-iisipan. Alam niyo po, ng isang araw ako'y nagtitingin at nakita ko po ang NBA. Tapos na po yung kalendaryo nila hanggang Hunyo. Alam na po ninyo kung anong mangyayari sa mga petsa, sa mga laro. Hanggang Hunyo po sa finals nila, alam niyo na kung anong game number 1. At pwede na pong paghandaan ng mga tao, mag-ipunan, kung gustong bumiyahe, kayang bumiyahe, kaya na pong pagplanuhan. Sana po ganun din ang gawin natin dito sa ating mga liga sa Pilipinas, lalo na po sa PBA. Sana po iplanuhin nating mabuti. Ito pong nangyari sa Asian Games natin ay disappointment para sa akin. Sapagkat hindi po ito para sa SBP o para sa PBA. Kawawa po ang mga player. Yung pong pagdadaanan ba naman ninyo, nahahatakin kayong bigla, magpakondisyon, pag-aralan ng sistema, mag-practice, bigla-bigla, para po lumaban para sa bayan, at ang pressure at ang tiwala po ay ibibigay sa inyo ng ganun-ganun lamang. Ako po sana ay pinaghahandaan ito sapagkat mahalaga ang paghahanda. Long-term planning. Napakarami pong pwedeng tumulong. Again, yan po ang ating panawagan na sana po ay isama ang mga UAAP, ang NCAA, ang MPBL sa pagpaplano, pagbuo ng team sapagkat napakarami pong responsibilidad ng SBP. Napakaraming torneyong dapat pasukan. Sana naman kahit papano pagbigyan ang dati pang pinag-uusapan dyan sa SBP na inclusivity, yung pagsasama-sama para po mas maraming makatulong sa pagbuo at pagpapalakas ng ating mahal na basketball dito sa bansang ito. Alright mga kaibigan, sa susunod na linggo ay gaganapin na po, itatanghal na po ang 2023 Chooks to Go FIBA 3x3 World Tour Cebu Masters. This is one of the biggest 3x3 tournaments in the FIBA system or FIBA calendar. And tayo po mag-host nito sa Seaside, sa SM Seaside Mall dyan po sa Cebu City. There will be 12 teams including some top teams playing in this league. In Serbia, Netherlands, Austria, the United States, with NBA players coming to play, including some of the best teams in Asia, China and Mongolia. At tayo po sa Pilipinas ay meron din pong koponan, and we will be represented by no other than the Chooks to Go Manila Chooks team na lalaro po dyan po sa Cebu Masters. And we're very happy to have with us today the team that will represent the Philippines sa the FIBA 3x3 World Tour Cebu Masters. Walang iba kundi si Coach Chico Lanete. Kilala niyo po yan. Si ang ating number 1 3x3 player sa FIBA, si Mac Talio, and our 3 players of American players or imports, Marcus Hammonds, Marcus Letcher Ellis, and Tosh Sese. Good gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for joining us on Power and Play. Coach Chico, magandang umaga. Maraming salamat.
Good morning, Com. Good morning sa mga nanonood. Hi.
Mac, good morning. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And Marcus, Tosh, and Marcus, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. All right, let's begin. This should be an exciting tournament, Chico. Coach Chico, I want to ask you first. Ano ba nakataya dito sa Cebu Masters? Bakit ba tayo kailangan maglaro dito?
Unang-una, yung mission natin na makapasok sa Olympic next year. So, kailangan natin talaga paghandaan and manalo.
Anong ibig sabihin? No? Pag nanalo tayo, may mga points yan, di ba? At yun ang nakakapag-qualify, ganun ba?
Mga points, Com, yes.
Oo. So mahalaga pala to. This is very important for our Olympic aspirations para makapasok sa Olympics.
Yes, Com.
Wow. Ilan pa to? Ilan pang tournaments ito, Coach Chico? Ilan pang legs?
Marami pa, Com. Maraming nakapila na tournament sa ngayon.
Okay.
Pero ito muna ang focus namin, itong Cebu Masters.
Alright. Gaano kabigat ang kalaban dito, Coach Chico? Gaano kabigat?
Sobrang mabigat, Com. Pero alam na natin yung mga players natin na hindi naman sumusuko eh. Kailangan na nakapag-focus na kami araw-araw sa ensayo.
Alright.
Kailangan na scouting lagi.
Okay. Mac, you are the number 1 player ng Pilipinas, ranked player ng Pilipinas, and you now have a new team. Unang-una, gaano katagal kayo nag-practice, Mac? Gaano kayo katagal nag-ensayo para dito?
Matagal na po, Com. Actually, itong bagong kasama ko na, we've been practicing for 2 months.
Wow.
2 months already. And I can see the chemistry between us. And yun nga, mas maganda ngayon kasi nag-uusap lahat. And lahat naniniwala. Isa lang yung goal is to win in the Cebu Masters.
Bakit mo sinasabi mas maganda ngayon, Mac? What makes you say that?
Tatlo po yung import eh.
Alam mo, bakit? Pinayagan na ba ngayon? Yan ba ang bagong rule? Kasi may mga nagtatanong na bakit daw walang Filipino kahit na Manila team? Bakit ganun? Yan ba ang bagong rule ngayon ng FIBA 3x3, Mac?
Hindi naman po, Com. As for now kasi we really wanted to win kasi malaking bigay kasi ng points ang Cebu Masters since parang level 12 po ata yung level ng Cebu Masters. And for us, if we win the Cebu Masters, malaking chance na makapasok kami ng Olympics.
Wow, that's impressive.
So, our imports, malaking chance talaga.
Wow, that's something that's important to, para sa ating mga kababayan na maintindihan, for them to understand what's at stake in this particular tournament. Now, let me go to Marcus. Marcus Hammonds, ranked 327 in terms of the FIBA, and obviously you are a veteran. You've played here in the past. Your number of games, when I checked your records, is just amazing, and of course you've played in so many other countries. First of all, how does it feel to represent the Philippines in this tournament, Marcus?
It feels great. I'm just really honored, for Chooks giving me this opportunity, and it's just really exciting to be able to go out and do something I love to do for a living and represent the Philippines and help push the Chooks to Go brand and be the best 3x3 team we can be.
You debuted with the Philippine team, or at least in the Philippines, back in 2022, and you're back for another tour of duty. How tough is this field that you're going to play against? What gives you confidence that you can get the job done here?
Yeah, I mean, feeling very confident, honestly. Like Max said, we've been training together. We've built our chemistry. I can see us coming along together really well. And we've been doing our studying and everything that we need to do to perform our best. So I feel confident. I'm excited for the opportunity.
What will be the key to winning the games, Marcus? What do you think will be the key here?
For me, I think it's really about us staying mentally focused and sticking with the things that we've been practicing on for the last couple of months and paying attention to the details. We stay focused and we handle the little details. I believe we have a really good chance, a really good chance.
All right. Marcus Letcher Ellis, you are one of the younger guys here. And this is, from the records, you only have played 5 games in 3x3. Let me ask you first, how are you enjoying the shift to 3x3, Marcus?
I love it. Chooks is overall is just a great organization, very professional, and they're helping to build something bigger than them. 3-on-3, last Olympics was his first time in the Olympics, and they had a lot to do with that. Pushing the 3-on-3 brand just worldwide. Really, it's something that I'm just thankful to be a part of. And Chooks gave me a great opportunity, and I felt like this was the spot for me. So. I took it and I'm just thankful for it.
How excited are you to be part of a team that may give you a chance to play in the Olympics?
Oh, it's amazing. Hey, growing up as a kid, everybody knows the Olympics. Everybody watches it, whether it's basketball, track and field, whatever it is. It's always been like a goal of mine to represent something bigger to me. And that's what Chooks does. Chooks is bigger than them. So, I think just both of those things combined would be a great opportunity. If I'm allowed that opportunity to represent Philippines in the Olympics.
If I were to ask you on your self-assessment, what do you bring to this team, Marcus? What do you think can you help out in terms of the cost as you play against this very, very tough field?
I just basketball. I bring a different part of basketball that they probably didn't have. My length, my athleticism, I can do multiple things. I can guard multiple people. So just bringing the energy and just doing whatever I can to help us win. I don't really care about scoring and all that stuff. I'm a winner. I'm a competitor. I like to win. So, that was the main thing when they brought me in here. They told me that, we've had some trouble winning. We want to win. And that's my goal too. So it's kind of worked out best, just because a situation where they want to win and it's me, a player who loves to win. So, put those things together, and it was just a match made in heaven for us.
All right, Tosh Sese. Tosh, first of all, let me ask you, how does it feel to represent the Philippines? This is also your, is this your first time to be representing the Philippines?
This is my second time.
Second time. How does it feel now that you're in this very, very important tournament?
Well, this one is more important for us because the last time, Coach Chico and the rest of the organization, they put on this great team together. So this is really important for us. This is really big for us. And we'll be staying focused. Like my guys said, we've been practicing for 3 months now. We look we can do something better this time with this team.
You are, of course, the big man. You are the big guy right there in the middle. And, when you look at 3x3, what is the biggest difference between 5-on-5 and 3x3 for you in terms of the way you play?
It's totally different. The way we move in 5-on-5 and 3x3 is totally different. I've been with this team for long now, so I adjust and I understand the system now. So playing as a big man with this team feels good. The difference is there. The difference between 5-on-5 and the 3x3 is totally different. For me, part of this team, I'm really blessed and happy.
What do you think is the strength of your team, of the 4 of you? What is the strength of this team that will give you confidence to play against the top teams in the world?
Well, this is the first time I see Chukwuto lining up these 3 big guys with Mactario. So I believe this is a huge difference, and I believe in this team. I'm totally confident in what we have. We have everything it takes. All the position, we have everything it takes.
All right. Coach Chico, ngayon na meron kang ganitong klaseng team, mas malakas na to. Ano ang gusto mo makita sa kanila, lalong-lalo na sa simula ng tournament?
Yes, hindi nila alam kung na porket tatlong imports tayo pero ang hindi nila alam may mga shooting din tong mga to. So akala ng mga kalaban puro tayo inside pero mas prepared natin na puro meron din outside shooting.
Oh, at this point, meron ka bang concern? Kamusta ang conditioning nila? Meron ka bang tinitingnan na problema pa sa paghahanda ninyo?
Per our SNC com, natanong ko yan sa kanya the other day. Pero regarding sa conditioning nila, 100% na sila ko.
All right. Mac,
meron kami Serbian na strength and conditioning.
Oh, wow. Talaga ha, Serbian ang strength and conditioning natin.
Yes, Com.
Pambihira, talagang international pala tong team na to ha, Coach Chico. Very
Yes,
good.
Com.
And of course, again, Chooks to go talagang hindi nagtitipid, pulling out all the stops and making sure that this team will be successful. Mac, you're playing in front of home court again sa Cebu. Unang-una, do you think this is a advantage para sa atin, Mac?
Yes po, kasi sa fans pa lang, you know how crazy Cebu fans are in basketball. So malaking bagay talaga yung tulong ng crowd kasi nakakawalang pagod yan eh. So hopefully yung advantage na magamit namin.
Ikaw ang isa sa pinaka-experience dito sa 3x3, Mac, and marami ka nang naging kakampi. Ano ang diferensya nitong team mo ngayon in terms of, I guess, shooting, depensa, overall ability, knowledge of 3x3? Anong tingin mong diferensya nitong team ngayon?
I think there's no secret. Ano lang talaga siya. Trust with each other. You know, we trust Coach Chico's system. We trust each other's capabilities. So lahat kami during our practices, I can see na yung tulungan talaga. And whenever we tell something kahit sa amin, pag nag-uusap kami, lahat nakikinig, walang nag-argue. So you can see the chemistry talaga sa apat sa amin.
All right, Marcus. You have seen the field. You've played against many of them. When you look at that particular order, and we're talking about teams like Serbia, the Netherlands, Austria. Jimmer Fredette is playing for the U.S., a legit NBA player. Mongolia, of course, has always been a strong team. There's China. When you look at the field, who do you think is the most dangerous team for you?
Well, of course, lagi naman pong Serbia. Pero
can I ask Marcus also?
Makikita niyo naman po yung improvement.
Oh, let me ask Marcus also. Si Marcus.
Si Marcus.
It's okay, bro. The most dangerous team. I mean, obviously, you have to say because at this point they've won the majority of the Masters, correct? So, and last year, every Masters, I think we faced right, Mac? Yeah. So we got a chance to play against the best a lot last year. So I would say that they're, the cream of the crop. But as a competitor, I like to go into a tournament feeling like we are the strongest team. No matter what the rankings say. I like the hard work that we put in. Like I said, we have a strong support organization here. We got a good coach with Coach Chico. So we got good players. So, I mean, I like to go into the games feeling that we're the strongest team. So,
in other words, you're not fearful of anything, Marcus. You're not daunted about, of any team.
No, I mean, that's why you work hard and you prepare, so that way you're ready for when the time comes, Obviously, there's always going to be the natural nervousness, of playing in the game, but actually fearing someone, no.
Yeah.
That's not the way we're built. We're working hard and we're striving to reach our goals just like they are. So I feel like we continue to put our work in, we trust each other, and we go out there and we play our hardest, and we let the chips fall where they may.
All right. Marcus, Ellis, let me ask you about this. Are you looking to go full-time with the Chooks team on 3x3 from now on?
I think it's too early to talk about it. I'm not sure exactly where the future holds. We're focused on, next week. We have a great opportunity just for not just us individually, not just us as a organization, Chooks, but the country as a whole. You know, I have a chance, like I said, to go represent the Philippines. So that's really where my mind is at. I'm not really thinking too far ahead. Like I said, you know, next week is still next week. You know, we still got that to get through. So I'm not thinking about long term right now. You know, our goals right now is to go out there next week and play our best. So that's what we've been working for the last 2 months, and that's where my mind's been at the last 2 months.
All right. And, you know, are you looking at any kind of matchup, most looking forward to, any kind of matchup with any particular player or team, Marcus?
No, not really. You know, I've played a lot of high-level guys just in general in my life, so I don't really care for names. Names, rankings, that doesn't really move the needle for me. So you know, you got to beat us between the lines. So you know, the social media, the online stuff, the rankings, that means nothing to us. You know, you still got to go out there and you got to put your heart out on, and you got to beat us. So you know, considering that, I like our chances against anybody. I like our individual matchups against anybody. I like us against anybody, us as an organization. So no, I mean, I don't have a matchup I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to winning it all. That's my main goal. So if it's not that, I'm not really interested.
Tosh, you know, you have you're now going to be given this big challenge. What has Coach Chico done for you that has really helped this team?
Lately, I've improved my shooting because that's really good. What happened the last time and now. And now I actually understand the game. Coach Chico really helped me to understand the game. Because 3x3 is not just playing it. You need to understand the fundamental and everything about the game. So that's what Coach Chico actually helped me, and I'm really grateful for that. Like now I can say I can compete with anybody now because of what Coach Chico have done for me. I'm really grateful for that.
All right. Well, I'm running out of time here, and I just want to ask for you guys, Coach Chico, imbitahan mo please ang lahat ng fans na manood and supportahan ang Chooks to Go Manila team dyan sa Cebu Masters.
Una-una ko, nagpapasalamat po kami kay Boss Ronald sa opportunities and sa pagmamahal na binibigyan niya sa amin. Sa mga taga Cebu, makita-kita po tayo next week, September 23 and 24. Sana makita-kita tayo sa SMC site.
Mac,
thank you.
Mac, ikaw, pakiimbita mo lahat ng mga taga Cebu, lahat na manood. Of course, papalabas tayo sa Facebook page ng Chooks to Go Pilipinas, and of course the YouTube channel ng FIBA 3x3. Mac, please invite everyone.
Unang-una sa lahat, gusto ko magpasalamat kay Boss Ronald and kay Boss Mel and sa tanan mga taga Cebu fans diya, tanaw mo karong September 23-24 sa SMC side o na meet and greet sa SMC side sa September 21. So I hope na makita tanin yung tanan and this is gonna be good and better.
Gentlemen,
See you soon,
Marcus, Tosh, Marcus, we're putting our hopes in you and of course with Mac and Coach Chico. We're looking forward to a great competition and we wish you all the best. Laban Pilipinas.
Thank you, Kong. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mga kaibigan, ang ating pong koponan para sa 2023 Chooks to Go FIBA 3x3 World Tour Cebu Masters, ang Chooks Manila Chooks team na lalaban po dyan. Again, let's support our team. Alright, bago po tayo magtatapos, gusto ko lang pong i-announce ang ating mga nanalo sa ating mga promos, sa mga pamimigay po natin ang premyo sa ating Joyride Super App Top Up promo. Ang mga nanalo this week ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits: Eileen Picardal, Rafael Pascual, EJ Hamito, Casey Mercado at si Marie Angeli Mohar. Congratulations to all of you. 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits para sa inyong lahat. Doon naman po sa mga nagpadala ng kanilang yung ating pong limited edition Aqua Flask from Joyride last week. Ang nanalo po, pakita nga natin Santi, nanalo po ng limited edition Aqua Flask mula sa Joyride Super App. Meron pa tayo? Meron tayong papakita natin in just a short while. In the meantime, ito. Congratulations kay Samuel G. Ang nanalo po ng Joyride Aqua Flask. Again, nilagay niya yung hashtag. Yung pong this week, again, ipadala nyo po para manalo kayo ng limited edition Aqua Flask. At yung nanalo sa M2T drink, ngayong araw pong ito, mula sa Facebook, si Mon Azel Baluyot, sabi niya, "We have good shooters, defensive wingman, agile and athletic bigs. magandang tong lineup na ito, well-balanced team. And with Brownlee in there, ayos ang chemistry ng team dahil kilala at alam na nila ang laro ng isa't isa. Plus with the coaching knowledge and experience ni Coach Tim, for sure maganda magiging performance nila. Congratulations, Mon Baluyot. Ang isa pa pong napili natin, si Ryle DCME. Mas veterano ang Gilas Asian Games lineup ngayon bukod sa hindi nawala yung size, mas palaban at may shooting na rin. Excited para sa ipapakita ni Perkins sa international at sa pagbabalik nila Romeo at Adbueva ng Gilas. Congratulations sa inyo. And finally, mula naman sa Twitter, ito po ang nanalo, si Angela Coro. Sabi niya, not sure if this lineup would be enough to have us a podium finish. Last Asia, less than 2 weeks ang prep time nila Coach YG, but we got JC who only practiced for 2 days before his first game. We finished 5th. I don't have high expectations with current lineup, but fully supported ko sila. Again, let us support all our athletes para po sa Asian Games. Alright mga kapatid, that'll do it for us this week. Again, marami po salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Lagi po nating sinasabi tuwing Sabado, bawal ang masungit. At sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH, teleserbisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po. Happy Sports Weekend mga kapatid! More power, more play.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at kung magpatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulot, sumbe, sibay, lakay, maniga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Inay ko po, Sabado, alas 10 ng umaga.